everyone, welcome to Wow Achievements by Ice Lighting. In this video I'm going to show you me getting gold in the Ungoro crater circuit, part of the Kalimdor Cup. So this is the standard, the advanced and the reverse. So first off, this is the standard. Now the trick with this one is to not be too close to the ground. So because this is all along the outside edge of Ungoro, you are going to find rocks and bits of scenery that are sticking up out of the ground. So for this, the standard at least, just avoid rocks, hit the wind buffs, boost or when you're able and it's straight so that you can actually see where you're boosting to, because you don't want to boost and then hit a tree or a piece of boulder. And then stay relatively high on the circles, or the rings, whatever you want to call them. If you're too low, you're gonna scrape that ground and it's gonna halt your Drake, and you don't want that because you'll lose time or you'll be completely immobilized. So as you can see here, just gliding along the top, boosting whenever boost's available, and just working out where the next ring is by using the arrow guides. So once I lined myself up with a ring, I was then looking in the background for where the direction I needed to go next was. And you can see just by doing that, obviously I caught up with somebody and then overtook somebody. Probably they were doing advanced, so that's one of the things you need to note when you do this. Just because you go past someone or someone is in front of you, they're either doing the standard if they're going faster, or the advanced, sometimes they'll be going faster than you. But you can see here, coming up to the end now, it's just a boost and wind to the end, and there's the gold. And you can see I beat that time by quite a lot, so it wasn't really a hard one, I don't feel. So onto the advanced. Other people have said this one is like near enough impossible, and somehow I did this in my first hit. So hopefully my tips will help you out on this one. So pretty much you are boosting whenever it is clear to do so, which is always usually after a ring. You'll then see the direction you need to go for the next one and you can just boost towards it. There isn't a particular time that you're going to need to save your vigor for, so as long as it's clear to do so, use it. Now the way I found easiest to get through here, and what I tend to do with these races, is always focus on the next ring. So once you know where your ring is and you're lined up for it, focused on when the next one is going, which direction it's going, and that way you can turn faster and you're less likely to hit things. Also keep on the top of the rings, because things like that boulder, that would seriously slow you down or stop you if you hit it. So try and stay high unless you're dipping down for those extra vigors. Some parts of the course you probably will have to learn, or just make an estimated guess on which tree it's behind. You should be able to plow through, and if you keep on your line, you'll see I've already caught up with somebody. Like I said in the previous one, they could be doing a standard, they could have been doing advanced. You never know what somebody else is doing. If it's an alt and they're only after the coins, they don't really care, they just want to finish one race. So you can see here that I'm coming up towards the end now. I stored like maybe a vigor there for that final hit, but I didn't really need it, and there's the gold. So now onto the reverse, which is just the same course backwards. I probably think this one is trickier. This one I didn't do first time. This is, I think, the second or third time, because I was hitting boulders. So even though I'm trying to stay high, because the track is so bumpy, it's weirder doing it the reverse way for me. I was more likely to hit things. So again, still staying with the same tactic, a boost whenever you have a clear space to do so. So usually after you've finished a ring, you line up for the next one and boost. Try and stay high unless you're picking up vigor, because if you stay high, you're less likely to hit that floor. However, there are still a couple of sneaky bits where you can't see where you're going, and you're going to have to either remember or make an educated guess on how high or how low you need to be. Ploughing through here, that part is always the sneaky boulder that you may or may not hit, but in general this one is literally just boost when you can boost, and try and focus on the ring behind. So once you've lined yourself up for that first ring, focus on that ring behind, because then it will give you the direction you're going to need to turn to, and sometimes you need to make that turn quite quickly in order to avoid an object or scenery or tree or whatever, and that will give you a good start. Coming up towards the end here, again, still don't need to save any vigor. You should be fine just blasting it as you go. You just have to not hit trees, and this one is relatively easy. There you go. So I hope you found this video useful. As always, thanks for watching, and subscribe to see what else I'm up to.